Alright then, just so we don't start focusing too much on CSS throughout this course, because at the end of the day this is a Vue and Firebase course, not CSS, I want to employ the use of a third-party CSS library called Materialize, and this is based on material designed by Google. So by using this, we can take away the focus of our CSS by just using some utility classes for different colours, buttons and layout components. For example, if we go to CSS over here and click on colour, we're going to see this huge colour library and we get all of these different colour classes. So instead of creating a CSS rule ourselves and then popping in a hex code to colour that element, we can just use a class like teal or cyan, right? We can also have access to these different CSS components such as cards. So if we lay out our HTML in a certain way and use different classes, we get layout components like this, and we don't have to spend long creating those CSS rules. Okay then, so let's get started with this. If you go to Getting Started and scroll down a bit, you'll see this thing right here. We need this compiled and minified CSS. So first of all, copy that one thing. We don't need the JavaScript down here. We're not going to focus on that, just the CSS. So let's paste this inside our index file in our new project over here. I'm going to come underneath the viewport and paste it in right there. So we'll save that. The next thing we need is the Google icon library. So if we scroll down a little bit to where it says HTML setup, we're going to grab this Google icon font right here. So if we copy this and paste it in just above the other library we just pasted in right there and save it. So now we have the icons for things like pluses or the minus or the little trash cans when we want to delete something. And we also have this library right here, Materialize. So now we don't have to focus too much when we're creating our CSS on the CSS. We can just focus on our components and creating this application.